about it. But yeah, let's get into some of these pop culture topics, man. I didn't really want to put pop culture in this episode, but I've heard some crazy shit out there, man. High schoolers, man, it's graduation time. You guys should be focused on graduation and doing cool stuff like that. Now I'm hearing about tragic stories about high schoolers that are just doing crazy stuff for clout. This first one's not necessarily doing stuff for clout, but it's just like, what the hell are you guys doing? Texas high school cancels graduation after 85% fails to graduate. This is interesting to me because I know Texas, they're all into their sports and stuff like that, and they're sports oriented, and it's Texas, and everything's bigger in Texas, and yada, yada, yada. But 85% of the graduating seniors didn't graduate. There had to be like some kind of sickness going around the school or some crazy stuff that happened to have everybody just fail. Or maybe the teachers, the curriculum is too high, or maybe the students are getting too high. You know what I'm saying? Because that doesn't make any sense. I've never heard about that ever in my life. 85%. So that means it's like only, yeah, you guys know how to do math, but what do you do in that situation? Do you hold everybody back? Do you make everybody go to summer school and just have the graduation after in summer school? Like, you just kind of, I don't know. It's a weird situation. I would never expect it. My parents wouldn't have it. I'm sure the school is going to have to hear it from the board. A lot of people might get fired. The school, I don't know if it'll get closed down, but this has to be embarrassing, especially for Texas. You know what I'm saying? Though again, they're very highly sports oriented. This gives a bad rep to the whole situation, bro. It's like, okay, you guys are what, teaching sports medicine and sports marketing or some shit like that, and nothing that has to do with the curriculum for everybody to graduate. Like, no scholarships, no nothing. Like, what's going on? I don't understand. I don't understand that. It's kind of weird to me. It's kind of sad. Just looking at high school now compared to how it used to be. I think social media and the TikTok and the advancement of technology has something to do with it, man. Even now, it's like back in the day, I was in high school before laptops and iPad, not I wouldn't say laptops, but like iPads and ways to the cell phone generation where you can find everything on your cell phone. It's like ways to get away with stuff nowadays that are so much more accessible to you than back in the day when there wasn't that kind of stuff. So I feel like people should be passing with flying colors. Chat GPT, searching online for answers for homework, online learning. It's so much easier now, I would say. So for 85% to have failed, graduating their senior year, it's just there has to be some kind of total misrepresentation of the education system. I don't know. Too many breaks. I don't know. There has to be something. So now you're gonna have like the next class of juniors going into senior year, graduating with everybody else that failed. It's gonna have to like a ginormous class. Maybe that was their strategy all along. Maybe if you fail enough students and have a big ass class the next year, they'll give you more money for your school or something. That's the only way I can see that making sense because you had to have seen it coming. All these students failing at once, you have to have known by the time you got to the ceremony, we don't have enough people to cross the stage or even present. That's embarrassing. What do you tell the parents? Like, what have you been doing all year? Just showing videos? Man, let me get off that because the next topic is even crazier. High school kids, 18-year-old student, just graduated. Vegas kid jumps off the deck of a cruise ship for a dare. He jumps. So it's a cruise ship that's going to Bahamas, that's cruising the Caribbean islands, going to the Bahamas. And I guess this kid in a dare jumped off the side of like a Carnival cruise ship into shark infested waters and disappeared and was never seen again. And all this shit was caught on video. Again, high schoolers, this clout shit is gonna get you killed. I mean, it's been shown here. It's like the lengths that people go to try to get notoriety on social media is nuts to me. Jumping off a cruise ship once, like once you hit that water, your legs is probably gonna break. The stories on those boats, there's stories and stories high. Just because it's water doesn't mean you're gonna sink to the bottom and you're gonna land gracefully. No, shark infested waters. Even though it's dark outside, there's sharks in the water waiting for people to fall in, especially fall in these cruise ships. I feel like I don't know if they expel like the bio stuff, the shit and stuff that they, because there's a lot of stuff in these cruise ships that travel in the waters, a lot of waste and stuff that has to be expelled. Maybe they expel it to the water and the sharks are attracted to it. But bruh, I seen the video. It's like he jumps off the side and you see him swimming. They throw the buoy out there to him, but then all of a sudden the man disappears. Not only is there sharks in there, there's a current, the waves are all crazy, and it's nighttime. It's just a lot going on. I've been on a lot of cruises myself, and falling off the side is one of my biggest fears. There's a lot of alcohol being consumed on these boats. You know, you can get as drunk as you want on these boats, and there's no railings on the side to stop people from falling off or jumping off in the cases of mental health where people are just like, fuck it, I'm gonna jump. Like, there's none of that. So for a kid to try to do this for a dare, it's just crazy. It's crazy. I think his name was Cameron Robbins. Rest in peace to him, but prayers out to his family. It's just getting a little far, man. I've just seen a bunch of Twitter is a crazy place. Maybe that's why Elon is shutting it down everywhere. Maybe be shutting it down here in America soon, because it is giving us sight to stuff that we don't need to see. I saw a high schooler let off a firework in a public bus just so they can record it and get views. I've seen people have fake ATM robbing, like go up to somebody at an ATM and fake robbing them for clout. They got beat up and got a broken nose because they want to say, "Oh, it's a prank." After you got the person on the ground and people come to save them because they think they're getting robbed, and you getting your ass beaten out because you're trying to get some clout. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people in the UK walk into people's houses, do B&Es, take their dogs, and walk out of the house on camera just to get views and try to get likes, bro. That's illegal, and you're gonna get put in jail. And he did eventually end up getting put in jail because he was walking into people's houses and just, "Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm breaking into your house right now." Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's our fault. I don't know whose fault it is. I don't know who to blame exactly, but this is the wrong way, man. What happened to people getting famous off of talent? People getting clout off of talent? People listening to podcasts like this and liking them for that talented stuff, doing stupid stuff that can get you killed, other people killed. It's just wild. People are wild out there already. Adding craziness with the kids out there just feeling like they're invincible. I was a kid once, you know what I'm saying? I did stupid stuff and I felt like I was untouchable, I was invincible, and it was cool. But we weren't doing it for the clout for everybody in the world to see. Not one, that only can get you put in jail. And two, just it's not the right thing, man. Do it in private, you know what I'm saying? Not saying do it at all, but I feel like you shouldn't be doing stupid shit on camera. When I was a kid, I was smart enough to try to be sneaky about egging people's houses, TPing people's houses, little things like that. We weren't out there fucking stealing people's shit, faking Walmart pranks, hitting people with boxes, throwing shit at them. Like, it's getting crazy, man. I thought I heard the worst shit when people are eating Tide Pods, but now they're out here jumping off of cruise ships, bro. It's getting wild. It's getting wild, man. And it saddens me to know our youth is failing their senior year. 85% of students can't pass their eighth grade, their senior classes. And like what about what about the athletes, man? Even those people that don't even have the best, education. A lot of Texas athletes get scholarships, you know what I'm saying? I know that's not the 15% that graduated. It could be, but sheesh.
It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to Unitas. It's the best of bias. Your best of bias. Yeah, it's the best of bias.
You are now listening to the Best of Bias podcast.